Stern Athletic Center of the famed Yeshiva University. I am Norman Jamal, and on my left, the great coach, Dovid Foreman. Dovid, welcome to another championship game of the Yeshiva League.
Norman, it's great to be here. It's great to be back with the legendary play-by-play. You feed me the lobs, I just go with it.
Right. Dovid, what a matchup we have today. You have SAR. They look unimpressive with a 9-5 record, but they battled injuries all year long and faced a very tough road to get here. And then you have DRS, the powerhouse, 13-1, dominant regular season to get here.
Well, Moshe Cohn at DRS has got a chance to do something that hasn't been done in a long time, and that's repeat as varsity champions. And that is a difficult thing to do. Rafi Halpert has his team on SAR playing great. It's going to be interesting to see what Evan Goldberg could do here. Is he hurt? Is he going to give it a try? How long could he go? Those are all things that we got to see, but this is going to be a great matchup, Norman.
That's right. Breaking news from a Thursday night practice. Star for SAR, Evan Goldberg. He wears number 1. You're going to see him with an ankle brace. He injured his ankle at the end of that practice, and he's a game-time decision. It didn't look like he was going to go, but moments ago I saw him warming up.
Yeah, we were talking to him before in warm-ups, and he was hobbling. He didn't look like, but, you know, as you know, right before tip-off, the adrenaline gets flowing, the juices get flowing, and he's a huge, huge piece for this team. Rebounding, three-point shooting, extending the floor. Just it's going to be very important to see how much he can go.
Besides for his co-superstars, Ari Halpert wears number 0, Jonah Blecher number 2. They're going to have to rely on some of their role players now as well. Manu Webke, we're hearing, is going to have to play a bigger role in today's game if Goldberg can't go.
Manu Webke, Nathan Wild, another super freak athlete, one who's risen through the ranks, a junior, really nice player. But listen, also, you know, Max Weiss is a huge part of this team. I was privileged to watch the Frisch SAR game, and he was guarding Stepner on the defensive end, and he was the leading scorer on the offensive end. So, you know, Max Weiss is going to be huge. But DRS with their matchup zone, Moshe Cohn's famed matchup zone, 3-2 zone, it's going to be very interesting to watch. It's going to be a great game.
Of course, on the DRS side, you have the great Saidi shooting. He's only a junior. He's not even a senior. You may think, oh, he's been playing forever. That was his older brother who graduated last year. They fill his spot in. They also lose superstar Joe Aaron. They're both watching in Israel as we speak. But point guard Gaby Spodek, what a point guard, what a player this young man is.
Yeah, I was talking to Moko before the game, and I was talking about Sahidi. I was talking about Yitz Bennett. He's telling me Gaby Spodek is the guy who's been leading the team in scoring for the playoffs. Guy who runs the offense, lets everything, you know, is the floor general, but now he's also pouring in points. So it's going to be good.
You know better than I do as a coach. First thing you got to do is stop the ball. And if this guy is going to just drive in and not be stopped, he's going to get his points. He can also dish it out. And you mentioned Yitz Bennett, the big man, number 24. What contributions he's been giving this team in the playoffs as well. DRS coming into this season, I don't think they had championship hopes, but they are 13-1 plus 2 playoff wins. And here they are. It could be something amazing.
Don't tell that to the DRS.
Oh, no.
You know, the DRS nation. They absolutely had playoff and championship aspirations.
Greenhouse has officially been moved to Upper Manhattan over here. It's behind me, the entire greenhouse. They were loud when they walked in. Their bus was a little late in arriving, though. I was like, where is the greenhouse?
Ooh.
And then, bam, there they were.
Interesting to see what happens. You know, one interesting thing we didn't speak about, Norman, was Rafi Halpert. You know, Halpert Court, the great coach Halpert at YU. Circle of life, here we are back on the varsity level, and he's done a magnificent job, as has Moshe Cohn. 2 great coaches, 2 great programs. Here we go.
It's amazing to see the Halpert signature on the court, the Halpert banner up in the rafters with 416. It's a ridiculous number. And then Rafi coaching and Ari playing over here. So it's a great storyline. Can't wait to get this game started. We're going to kick it off to commercial now, and we will be back for the starting lineups and what we hope is a very close game. Dovid, pleasure to be here with you once again.
Thanks.
And we're back live from Yeshiva University. Dubby, it looks like Evan Goldberg is warming up. Looks like he's going to try to play, but he looks awfully hobbled to me, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, we finished our pregame interview. He wasn't playing. We come back up here. He is playing. It's going to be very interesting. And Norman, not for nothing, but it is extremely hot and humid in this gym.
Yes, it is.
That's going to play a huge factor, both with injuries and in general in terms of stamina with these kids.
Yeah, at the end of the JV game got to a boiling point as well. As the crowd fills up, you have the greenhouse on the left, you have SAR, it looks like full student body on the right. These teams know how to travel well. Over on DRS, one guy I didn't mention, one of my favorite players in the league, number 31, Michael Solomon. We saw him last year. He ran out of the door. He had to throw up outside. I saw him earlier in the season. He goes, "You'll be very happy I haven't thrown up once all year." Apparently that's something he's done throughout his career. He gets nervous during the games, but he is such an X factor, along with Yitz Bennett on the boards, on the drawing an offensive foul, on those things that just pump a team up more than anything else.
You said it. That's a guy you want on your team to do the little things, and he does every little thing right. So offensive rebounds, ball screens, off-ball screens, hustle points, 50-50. This guy comes from a pedigree of basketball, the Solomon family, so absolutely should be mentioned. Very quick fun fact, the assistant coach on SAR, Gene Martinez, was just over his 8th grade SAR team. He has done a remarkable job, just lost by 3 points in the 8th grade championship.
Wow.
Hustled over here as the assistant coach on the varsity level. A tremendous coach, tremendous person.
So he lost to Hillel just now,
yes.
who was coached by Matan Zucker, who has a life-size poster in the hallway here at Yeshiva University.
I love it.
Let's kick it down to Seth Gordon, commissioner of the MYHSAL, for the pregame ceremonies.
So please, cheer with your mouths, not with your legs. The other announcement is to everybody here. Last game, everybody left, and there was a crazy amount of garbage out there, including carry backwards. Please, whatever garbage you have, maybe this is your house, and throw the garbage out of the garbage cans. Please do not leave garbage around all over the place. Okay. Now, obviously we're living in very different times right now. All of our hearts are with our brothers and sisters and friends and relatives in Israel. So, Rabbi Cole had this great idea last week during the Girls' Championships, and that was to send both teams together to one place, to this white party, and to stand together as one group, not as two teams. We're going to sing from the hill to the Shemirah, and play the anthems. We stand on that line, but not separately, join together, one player, one DRS player, as one group. Single file across that white line, please. And we ask for everybody's silence as we recite to him. And after the anthem starts, please stay there. We're going to introduce you from there. So please stay in your spot. Good football. Shalom. That's why you're not going to have it. That's great. Say Shabbat, you are. Short says, الشباب على الشارع والرئيس صافي عطاء بيمارس إعلان صاحب على الشباب وتوصل في الأفكار أو قدمها فرنسية وغيرها وغيره يسمى أسرتين بتاع بلاش. كان الرئيس يدير عقدهم الذي مكتوب في الآن. الاشتراك في شمالين منشورات الصفات وهناك مع الله يصنع التقاطع حسب قطع سيد الإيهاب. الفرس ينزع في هذه العشرة تكسر الشمال أكثر في الصفات يبيعوا هذا الرسول كالبال ويفات على ليس مكان يواجه مكان ويجيب لو شيء أسفل ونقار مبدأ. وسيد شو على الرافض وإن شاء الله نمسكت على الصوم أخصر وغنين. أبو سيد قال الله يخرب رأى ونسيب يمكرف المحايم عزيز السباق. يبرز على سيد يستشير ويسوى شريعا لنفس أيوه. لا تطيع وخبرة أخباري ثانيين بشكرين ويقول شراب يقول بناسب يعصرين. كان بيقول مدركم ويعزيهم شريعا أصوص وروش منه بطول شرع خيره. بيهموا بيعملوا في مشاعر الكرام ويشغلوا شغل مبادع. وعلى مسيرات بلال وخير كثير ورسال in a mile on day. Please remain standing in silence for the recitation of the playing of the national anthems. Number 15. Number 40, junior, Max Rice. And number 32, senior, AJ Saga. The team are managed by seniors Eugene Farr and William Liskey, and coached by Chico Garcia, Jack Terrell, and Rocky Halbert. Now for the Stars, the DRS Wildcats.
Okay, there are your pregame lineups, the anthems. W, I particularly liked how the teams were intermingled for the Tehillim. That was a nice touch by Seth over there.
Very nice touch.
Did that before the JV game. It's really good.
Are we surprised that we see Evan Goldberg out there going out? He's not gonna sit this one out if he can. He's gonna try as best he can.
It could just be a Willis Reed moment where he only scored 4 points, and the rest of the team just went off on that.
Inspiring.
It's hard to keep a senior. The Yeshiva League, Dovey, so short. The careers are they're just 4 years. After Yeshiva, there's nothing that matches up to this. So you're asking a senior to sit out his last game. I mean, it's just so hard.
It's short, but yet it's such a long season also. I mean,
yeah.
These guys are starting in September. We're in March right now, practice after practice. You got a break for this, break for Hanukkah, break for that, break for winter break, SAR break, Yeshiva break, whatever the case, whatever break is going on.
The SAR different break than everyone else.
It's a
You're
long
right.
season, and you're right. It's 4 years. He's not watching this from the bench if he can.
I was talking to Rafi Halper last night about a game in the year 2000 that he played in Hillel, his semifinal loss for MTA. Like, you remember these Yeshiva games. There's nothing after this that compares unless you're one of the rare few that actually go on to play in Yeshiva University or elsewhere.
Absolutely. I agree. This is what these kids have worked hard for since middle school. It culminates with this amazing event hosted by Yeshiva University, and an injury is not gonna sideline him as best he can.
And Duffy, your son corrected me. Goldberg did not injure it at the end of practice. He actually injured it at the end of the Frisch game.
Yeah.
But Coach Halper, didn't even notice it at the time. He didn't know about it till practice. So it's one of those. He described Goldberg as one of those guys that he falls a lot because he plays that way, and then he just gets right up. But this one obviously different, so he's wearing that brace on his left ankle.
Watch Max Weiss on both sides of the court, a great defender and one who the offense runs through. SAR, I probably will see coming out in a man-to-man. DRS will be in their patented matchup zone.
Oh, did they officially get the patent for that zone? Did it come through? I know it was patent pending a year ago. Okay, here's the tip. Halpert takes the tip for SAR.
Yeah, super athlete. He always jumps the ball.
Look at him. Look how high he jumps. Holy cow. SAR does win the tip. Goldberg, the first one to touch the ball. And here's Halpert being guarded by the other number 0, Gaby Spodek.
And you can tell pretty quickly on the matchup zone because they stay in their spots. They match up with the guy near them, and then they stay in their spot. They don't. So if you're an offense, you're running a cut through. If they don't follow you through, you're in the matchup zone.
Halpert went baseline, but a weak pass. It was picked off easily by Alicia Saidi. And now we'll see DRS's offensive set. We got the two tall guys, Solomon and Bennett. Back door to Spodek into the corner. The drive, a lot of contact. No call, and it's good. What a bucket that was.
Was that Shoham Gabay?
Yeah, Shoham
Very
Gabay,
nice
the
take.
first basket of the game.
Really good dribble drive over there off the penetration and kick, and then redrive.
Okay, in the corner, kicks out wide open. We have an offensive foul call.
And we talk about the intangibles about Solomon, right? Second play down, already draws an offensive foul. Just incredible.
His under-over for the game is 1.5 offensive fouls. He already has one 1 minute into this game. He's an amazing player. Things that don't show up on the score chart. Things like that. And look at Moshe Cohen flashing the plays on a whiteboard because it's so loud in here. That reminds me of my coach. He used to do the same thing. There's Michael Solomon with the layup on the left side.
Moshe Cohen is clearly picked up on the fact that Evans hobbled. So you're isolating him, and then you just take him off the dribble and see what he could do. He can't move laterally very well, as you can see him hobbling up the court right now. So nice job by Moshe.
Bleckner into Halpert. Halpert swarmed by the defense there.
It's going to be really interesting to see how long Halpert could go with this on the defensive end. He can't even get up the court, Evan, but we'll see what happens.
Yitz Bennett is one of the best rebounders in the league because not only does he box out, he's so strong and he jumps and grabs that ball, never waits for the ball to come down to him. After the box out, how many high school kids do you see as a coach that just want to out-jump people?
That's right. It's all about boxing out.
Okay, here's Saidi. Botched handoff, but Bennett in the corner with his left. Passes it across the three, no good. And it is rebounded by Spodak.
Listen, it's all about rebounding, rebounding, rebounding. Second chance points are killers. You hold the defense. I know there's a shot clock now, but you play good defense, and then you give up an offensive chance, offensive rebound. Second chance points are usually much higher percentage.
Spodak, the fadeaway jumper, it's good! Wow, what a shot! 6-0 DRS. Can't ask for a better start than that for the Wildcats.
Yeah, on cue on the second chance points. I mean, there's some numbers, 75% usually, something on the second chance points, but you gotta just pay attention to the little things. The devil's in the details, boxing out. Second chance points are really tough. A good 30-second timeout, regroup the team with SAR here.
Goldberg going to the locker room, Dovey. He looks distraught. Looks like he could not really get any weight on that ankle.
Yeah.
And I guess we're going to see more of Webke and others now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Nathan Wild if he gets some playing time here also. So Webke, number 20. I believe he's a sophomore, right? Very good shooter. And Nathan Wild, he might get some time also with Evan Goldberg, a very freak athlete.
2 years ago, we did the game for SAR in the JV finals, and Nathan Wild had huge contributions then on the glass.
Yeah.
Okay, here is, Halpert is fouled on the pass. That was on Halpert.
SAR a little stagnant in our offensive sets over there, just almost looking for one-on-one as opposed to what I saw against Frisch, where they had excellent ball movement and good spacing and good off-ball screens.
It's just so different in this game. Here's Bleckner. No matter how many times you've been here, no matter how much you've done, there's the sixth defender, the famous sixth defender.
Don't we talk about this every year?
Every year. We talk about the 3 3-point lines. It's the closest. And we talk about that sixth defender, those white poles that hold up the basket from the ceiling.
Well, at least we got that out of the way early.
We got the Michael Solomon charge and the sixth defender out in the first few minutes of the game. Solomon looking to be involved in the offense early today, playing very aggressive. Here's Bennett. Yitz Bennett cleans up the mess.
Really nice start by DRS off their horn set. Webke, very good shooter again. Oh, that thing comes into play. I don't know if it's if the depth perception is difficult for people, but it claims the shot of many people here until you get used to it.
But the coaches both went over this with their players. Both coaches with all their players before the game. Those two key differences, the three-point line and those poles. But seems to have fallen on deaf ears.
And here we go with number 12, Nathan Wild, who's replacing Avery Simon on the SR side. So we spoke about him. Very, very good athlete. He could help on the offense, on the defensive rebounding and on the defensive end. So early sub. Can't ask for a better start for DRS here.
Shoham Gabe inbounded the ball to a leaping Michael Solomon. He had two chances, but misses it. Here's Halpert. They called the foul. The ref on our side called the call the foul or out of bounds, Dovey?
No,
Yeah, he
that
called
was
the
a foul.
Okay.
2 shots, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Halpert, that's where Halpert's most dangerous in the open floor. You got to control him on a half-court offense. He loves to get rebounds and go coast to coast. That's where he's most dangerous.
SAR has to stay calm here. Yes, it's 8-0. Yes, you're 4 minutes into the game. You haven't scored, but we saw last year. We saw Kindlerer start off really slowly last year, and then they came roaring back later in the game.
Oodles and oodles of time. This is nothing. Just, here, first free throw in, stem the tide, relax. Now go hit another one and get a defensive stop and rebound.
Nails them both. It is 8-2. 8-0 run to start the game for DRS. Here is Spodek.
So SAR goes now into his zone. Interesting. I like the adjustment by Rafi.
Spodek, long three-pointer, fouled on the three. That is number 30, Shoham Gabe.
Now, we talk about you have to give a player room to land. I didn't see much on the hit, so the only thing I could possibly think of was maybe on the landing. You have to give the player a space to land.
Yeah, so many injuries occur when someone lands on another guy's foot.
Very difficult foul call over there.
Gabe hits the first of three and the second.
Looks pretty smooth on that free throw line, doesn't he, Norman?
Have any problem with it.
Steps it up, knocks it down.
The varsity level free throw shooting, so crucial. The team's combining 5 for 5 in this first quarter. Okay, SAR looking to first get going here. Here's Blechner. Swings it across to Wild in the corner. Halpert looking for baseline, prevented by Solomon.
Again, a little stagnant by SAR.
Yeah, very slow.
Good
Here's
hustle by
Gabe.
Dovid.
He recovers it. The pump fake blocked from behind. And recovered by SAR. They got numbers. It's a 4-on-2. Across to Halpert. He goes up for the layup. It's good.
Excellent transition defense by Nathan Wild, saving on that play on that blocked shot.
Another sloppy set over here, and it gets thrown away by Bennett. Bennett was surprised at something. Maybe he thought the ball was deflected, but that was definitely thrown out of bounds by him.
Yeah, I thought it looked a little deflected. If I'm Jonah Blechner on the SAR side, it looked like they're giving him the shot. He's got to be ready to shoot the ball off dribble penetration. They look like they're giving him, so he's got to knock down shots and make the defense play him.
Especially with Goldberg out, he's got to be more assertive. Halpert, it's a fight for the ball, and it goes to DRS. The Greenhouse faithful right in front of that play all made that call for the ref.
Excellent defense. Again, the matchup zone, you have responsibilities in your zone area. Matchup, you have zone cutter responsibility, but a little different. You're not playing a man, you're playing a spot, but you're matching up with whoever's in that spot.
Right, it becomes a man within that area. Nice pump fake, the shot fading away, no good.
Good, nice box out by Webke.
Nice box out, but they almost forgot the basketball is the only thing. Here's Halpert, the turnaround, the spin, and they kick it out again to Webke. Here's Halpert again. Webke cutting down. Halpert, the pull-up jumper. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wow, what a shot that is. That is sweet, Dovey.
Norman, after what seemed like a domination of DRS, it's a 5-point game again.
Yeah. 11-6, 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. Gabe Spodek, guarded by Blechner. He's going to try a pull-up floater, loose ball, and Saidi recovers it right before the half-court line. Bennett screaming for it, but it goes to Shoham Gabe. The three looked perfect, no good. Solomon somehow ripped the ball from Webke. Here's Spodek underneath, and it's good. Michael Solomon gives DRS a second chance.
Michael Solomon with the poke away on the rebound. Just another intangible thing that he does. Keep the ball alive and get it to his teammates to put the ball in the basket.
Okay, here's the drive, kicked out to the corner. I thought that was going to hit the sixth defender again. The shot by Nathan Wild. Fast break on the other, and then it's a block. Webke somehow blocked. He hits Bennett. Somehow he made up that ground. That's unbelievable. The fadeaway shot by Halpert, no good. Rebound. Halpert calling for it. He's open in the corner. The shot is short. Air ball, actually. Webke And it's going to stay with SAR. I guess that got deflected out of bounds, Dovey.
Yeah. So SAR getting some open looks, just not knocking them down. That's okay. If you're Rafi, you're getting the shots that you want. They'll eventually, the laws of average will take over, and they'll eventually start going in.
Wild inbounds to Blechner. What hustle by Webke. Halpert is open behind all the three-point lines. Misses it again. Wild fighting for the rebound. Got out of the tussle with number 3, Freund.
Nice box out by Mikey Freund there.
Yeah. You know, you see these championship games, you have teams that play textbook. Teams that do the small things right, like that. Okay, Saidi being guarded by Halpert. He's going to cross loose ball for a moment. Back to Saidi, the pull-up, fadeaway, off the mark, rebound too strong for Bennett, but recovered by Freund.
And you can see Max Weiss yelling because the problem with the zone is you lose responsibilities on rebounding. So weak side rebounding, you lose a little bit of responsibility in who has it, but you got to understand that a little bit better.
Max Weiss tried going 1-on-4 there. Should have pulled it back for a moment.
One shot. Good job, Saidi, pulling it out. One shot.
13-6. Wildcats lead. They're holding for the final shot. Saidi blocked from behind. Halpert looked at the scoreboard. He knows he's got 2 seconds. He goes all the way. Misses the layup. Oh, no. And Halpert wanted a foul call. No call given. He was so aware of the clock. He was so aware of how much time he had.
Yeah, I think DRS caught a break there. I think Ari almost was trying too hard to time it as opposed to just going full speed.
13-6 game after one. All 6 points for SAR by Ari Halpert. The 2 foul shots, the 2 buckets. One of them a beautifully sweet jumper. And then for DRS, you have 5 by Shoham Gabay, including the 3 foul shots. 4 for Gaby Spodek, 2 apiece for Yitz Bennett and Michael Solomon. 6-13, a very Jewish score after one.
And there you see Evan Goldberg now in a boot.
Yeah.
Looks like he's done for the game. Very, very difficult loss for SAR.
Injuries are by far the worst thing in sports. Just kills all the momentum, but what are you going to do? That's part of life. And unfortunately, his career is going to end with the boot on.
Listen, after the 8-0 start, it was 6-5 advantage SAR. But again, you had the 8-0 run. But again, it's about the second chance points. And 5 of those points came in second chance points off offensive rebounds by Solomon, or one was a tip off by Solomon where he passed the ball to give the other, where he had the second chance opportunity to Spodek on the reverse layup.
Yeah, he just seems to be everywhere, Solomon. Watching him for so long now. Noah Bornstein checks in the game for the Wildcats. He's going to be our inbounder right in front of us, Dovey. Spodek giving him a little bit of a pep talk, and what do we have here? A little break in the action.
Any review here, Norman? What do we got?
I don't know if they're debating whose ball it is, maybe. I don't know. It looks like a whole complete timeout.
Not
Coach
sure.
Rafi Halpert asking the refs what is going on. I mean, it would be strange if this is an actual called timeout by a coach.
I don't know what's going on here.
The Zebra's giving us no indication either. They're just laughing and looks like a full-fledged timeout, all right, by somebody. 13-6, Dovey, second quarter. What do we need to see here from SAR?
We need to see a little bit more fluidity, on the offensive end. A little bit more dribble drive action, off-ball screens. A little bit too stagnant, almost waiting on someone to take someone one-on-one. You want to drive, kick. Now it's a quick shot or redrive or off-ball screens into off a motion offense. A little bit too stagnant. And SAR's got to be ready. They got to be ready to catch and shoot or an immediate redrive.
That's the key. As good as Ari Halpert is, he can't beat DRS all by himself.
No.
Someone else has got to contribute, whether it's Blechner, whether it's Wild, whether it's Webke. SAR huddling yet again. This is a very long break in between the first and second. So enough time to pump everybody up.
First I was thinking maybe a ref had to go a bathroom break or something, but I see all the refs out here, so I have no idea what's going on. Interesting, Max Weiss, we spoke about this on both sides of the court. If you notice, even in the zone, he's playing the middle on the zone. Just such a valuable player on the court, on both sides of the court here. So you have Manu as one of the forwards in the 2-3, but you have Max in the middle, almost directing the traffic and almost responsible for the big. But again, we spoke about in the zone, you got to have rebound responsibility. So let's see how SAR reacts here.
And against this DRS team, that's easier said than done. They jumped the pass, but no good. Here's Spodek, the pull-up, and it's good. Spodek's got 6 points today.
Listen, SAR's they gotta push the envelope a little bit, so I don't mind that try there. Just didn't work out.
Blechner up top gets it to Halpert. Simon directing traffic from down low, telling him throw it to Blechner. Halpert did that and then gets it right back. Halpert penetrates. Kick out to Blechner. The long three. It's good.
And we spoke about it, right? Jonah's got to be ready to catch and shoot. Huge shot. That might change how DRS plays defense a little bit. They were almost letting Jonah shoot the ball. Big shot by Jonah Blechner there.
Dubby, that was about a foot and a half behind the last three-point line. So that's like 3 feet behind where he needs to actually shoot from. Floyd the turnaround. Tons of contact, no call.
Excellent defense.
Yeah. Rebound comes this way.
See if we can get another one here.
And they decide to slow it down. Halpert penetrates, kicks it out. Nice pass down low. Blechner didn't catch it, gets it in. Down low to the dead spot, and he's fouled. What a play.
By the way, we spoke about before the stagnant. That was excellent ball movement.
Yeah. If they caught the ball better, that would really be perfect ball movement. The only thing that slowed them down was missing the ball in the corner there. Avery Simon will go to the line for 2. Simon misses it. The first missed free throw of the game by either team, and 4 different DRS guys coming in off the 3. Almost a complete line change as Yitz Bennett returns to the game. Alicia Saidi returns to the game. And it looks like Arya Oppenheimer, his first action into the game. He's number 13. Simon splits the pair.
We spoke about it a few times. I really like SAR's adjustment to the zone. Really has stifled them a little bit. Second chance points has hurt them, but let's see if it continues here.
Spodek, the floater. I don't think he shot that the way he wanted to, but he gets the roll off the backboard. I don't think that was his intent, but who cares at this point? DRS leads by 7. Halpert kicks it out to Blechner. Blechner with his left, driving, nice pass down low. And it's good. Avery Simon seems to find the right spot almost all the time.
Just one of those guys who just knows where to be on the court, does everything right.
As Blechner is driving, you see Avery just pinching in, ready to catch and shoot like Dovey is saying. Solomon turnaround, no good. Offensive rebound. Saidi, the long 3, no good. And Blechner gets it. That would have been off of SAR. They recover, and now they have a 2-on-3 once again. Bennett gets back. Here is Wild out to Halpert. The jump stop. It's good.
I got to say, that was excellent transition defense by DRS, just better offense by SAR and Rafi. And Ari, excuse me.
It's 17-14.
3-point game, Norman.
It's tough with Rafi and Ari in the same sideline, basically. But we got to remember, this is Ari's time. Oh, what a shot. Spodek remains on fire. He has 10 points. He's been on fire the entire playoff.
Goes left very well, elevates off his jump shot, shoots at the tip of the jump shot. Just beautiful basketball.
Halpert with his team down 5, being guarded by Spodek. Kicks it across. Whoa, Webke hits the 3. Manu Webke.
Excellent play design. You have 4 guys low. You bring Manu up for the high screen, and then the flare screen off of that. If they double Ari off the screen, you have Manu who's got the easy 3.
Yeah, and they did just that. Still got to execute that 3. I mean, it wasn't easy when I was shooting them, but I guess it's easy for Webke. I couldn't hit that shot even if no one else is in the gym, dummy, so it's not that easy.
It's very easy up here, I find, right? Everything looks so easy from here.
Is coaching so easy up here?
Yeah, sure, yeah. It's simple.
Inbound underneath for DRS. It's 19-17. This game has tightened up after the 8-0 run.
SAR goes back to a man.
It's Bennett. I love how they keep switching. Bennett, awkward looking shot, and Bennett's going to be called for that foul. Yeah, that's over the top, Yitz. And he's not happy with the call. I think he's more frustrated that he missed that shot.
Yeah, the advantage in the man is you know your responsibility in boxing out. You know who you're supposed to be boxing out unless you're in help defense and scramble and so on. But it's a little bit harder in zone, and it has to be drilled and practiced. But you could see when they move to a man, they're doing a lot better job cleaning up the boards.
Avery Simon inbounds it to Max Weiss, number 30 on SAR. Weiss going to bring it up. Trying to get it to Halpert off the pass. It's deflected by Saidi. Really good defense. Halpert going into traffic. No call. Bennett hits the ground. Offensive rebound. We have a tied game. Manu Webke on a personal 5-0 run. What a shot that was.
Excellent shot. Rebound, right hand. Beautiful job by Manu Webke and a great timeout by Coach Moko. But listen, hey, 8-0 we started, 19-all. I mean, Norman, did you expect anything else,
No.
anything different in these two powerhouses?
No, we keep returning year after year, and games keep going to overtime. So I expect nothing less today, Dubby. I mean, it's almost impossible to ask for, but 19-all. What a beautiful, calm comeback by SAR. They didn't panic. They didn't say this, we're down 8-0, let's start launching threes from all over the place. They just played their game, and Manu Webke really tremendous. The three, and then an offensive rebound putback.
I really like what both coaches are doing. They're showing different defensive sets, or if you will, each time. SAR has switched multiple times from man-to-man to zone. DRS has gone straight man. They've gone to matchup zone. They're showing different things. Wondering if one wants to show a little bit of a press. You know I'm a big press guy here.
Yeah.
I hate when people, hate's a strong word, my wife likes to say. But I don't like when people bring up the ball. It'd be interesting to show one or two options after a made basket or a made free throw, just extending the pressure defense. Even if you pick up a guy man-to-man full court, a little bit, don't let the guy walk up the floor, tire him out. Like we spoke about, it's hot in here, it's humid in here.
It's hot. Sometimes you want to hold on to that to the third quarter, like after halftime. Don't let the team talk about it at halftime if you've gone this far. Michael Solomon, by the way, was open just now on that cut, but they didn't find him.
Yeah, Manu jumped the cut over there, and they didn't recognize the back door.
Long three! Oh, Alicia Saidi gets on the scoreboard in a tough-to-execute
You do
shot.
not want to let this guy get off. He is an excellent shooter.
I mean, they were all over him.
Yeah.
I mean, with defense on impossible contact, he hits that shot. Look at SAR. Manu Webke is really feeling it now. The three-pointer, the putback, the mid-range. He has 7 in a row.
Showing the full repertoire, Manu Webke, huh?
Great to see kids not overshadowed by the moment. We want them both teams playing their game. And look at that. Dummy.
Jump ball.
Give me a rule. Okay.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. It's amazing that can happen, but it does.
These refs are letting them play, right? We talk about 5 fouls per quarter is 2 shots. We're talking about we haven't been in bonus in either quarter.
They'll be doing these games with you year after year. It is an honor. You hate when the refs overshadow the players and call these ticky-tacky fouls. We're here. They're tough. They're young. Let them play the game. SAR, no good on the... Oh! Jonah Bleckner, the tip back.
And Manu Webke's play on the offensive side over there extended the court to allow Avery Simon that three-pointer. They were very concerned about the elbow cut made by Manu. That opened the floor for the pass. Avery didn't hit it, but again, he got the offensive rebound.
The 8-0 run is complete history now. SAR's first lead of the game comes at 23-22. Here's Shoam Gabe. A missed-time jump by Halpert. He catches it on the way down.
Good enough athlete to make up for it.
Weak
Very
pass.
dangerous
Bleckner
pass.
tries to tip it back to him.
What a play by
Bodies on the
Spodek.
floor. Spodek hits the deck, and it's a timeout.
What a great play by Spodek. We talk about, as coaches, 50-50 all the time. When the ball's on the floor, that is 50-50. Who wins 50-50s? Forget about who wins it for the importance of the ball, the importance of the possession of the jump ball, but it fires up a team, it fires up the fans. You got to get on the floor, both sides. Spodek did that there.
You know what you love? That he didn't try to like recover it and go for a layup. He looked like a football player on a fumble. He was like, I'm jumping on this ball, and if someone calls timeout, great.
How many times you see in football you try to pick up the football and it's rolling?
Slippery. Butterfingers with that football-shaped item, but good job by Spodek, because you see so many players try to dribble that out and get some numbers. Not the case by Spodek. A 30-second timeout, and we have a 1-point game with 2:20 left in the half. Nothing like the Yeshiva League. SAR, can't say enough about them. The resiliency in this game and all season, coming back from injury after injury after injury. Halpert himself missed a couple of games. Now Goldberg out for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, I mean, these SAR kids have been together for a long time. They play in the academy together. They go up through high school. And Rafi really just calmed them down. And after the 8-0 run, here we are, 23-22 SAR. If you're DRS, relax, play your game. Back in man, run your sets that you did in the beginning. Space the floor, and then get it back on the other side on the defensive end.
Spodek pulling out the plays. There's 10 remaining, just about. 20 on the shot clock. Spodek to his left. Finds Saidi. Saidi looking to create some space. He's dangerous from anywhere, folks. Don't think he's going nowhere. Bennett, the turnaround drive. That would have been a highlight reel layup. Volleyball tipping for the rebound. Bennett comes up with it.
That was an excellent move and just out-hustle DRS. DRS out-hustle on the rebound.
Halpert just saved a big play because Bennett had position on Webke down low, and they saw it. But Halpert able to deflect that pass and make a reset with 26 on the shot clock. Okay, Bennett out to Saidi.
I wish they would reset shot clocks to 14.
Interesting.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
We're on our way, though. Saidi, nice touch. DRS grabs the lead right back. Saidi's got 24-23, DRS. Here is Halpert. Weiss. Weiss up top. Weiss being guarded by Spodek now. Weiss loses the handle and then loses it again. What defense by Spodek. Spodek waits, so calm, and he's got 12 points to lead all scorers.
Excellent play by Spodek.
Webke, stripped by Bennett. DRS defense stepping up, causing turnover after turnover now. Under a minute remaining, DRS leads by 3. 4 points in a row for them. The long three by Saidi. Bennett, the offensive rebound blocked by Bleckner, and a foul is called. Hard from our angle to say all ball, but it certainly seemed that way from my vantage point.
DRS really stepped up the defensive intensity the last couple possessions. The one with the steal, Spodek off of Weiss, and then the pick on Bennett off of Webke.
Yeah, Bennett's so strong. You saw him stripping that ball on the deep play with his forearms. He is a strong kid. Bennett will go to the line for 2 now. Only got 2 points today, but he's been such a crucial factor for DRS on the glass, on defense. This is the first. Solomon gives Bennett a piece of his mind what he thought about that missed foul shot.
It's Bennett coming from a long line of Bennett's playing in the DRS varsity careers. All great players, great kids. Nice to see.
Oh, that's a bad miss there, 0 for 2. So comes away with nothing, and it's an opportunity for SAR to cut into this lead before halftime. 38 seconds remain, 11-second differential between the game and shot clock.
There's that high pick and roll.
Yeah,
well defended this time by DRS.
It really was closed out by Solomon. Here's Bleckner with his left. Picks it up and almost throws it away. Great defense by the Wildcats. Unbelievable. Here's Redkey looking for something. Turns around, picks up his dribble. They're swarming. They are all over. Oh, what hustle by DRS.
DRS just looks a step quicker right now. SAR just almost like looking around, dumbfounded. What are we doing? I don't know. They're like just a step slow and just a little confused.
That's got to be music to the ears of Moshe Cohen when he sees his guys attacking every pass.
Looks like Spodak's got to come out for a little blood.
Okay, protocols in place. It'll be number 30, Shoham Gabay, back in the game. He'll bring it up. 10 seconds remain in the half. DRS leads by 3. What an exciting half. And that one is lost. I don't even want to say stolen. It was lost and handed to Bleckner. Halpert falls, and it's a travel.
I'm actually very shocked that there was no foul there.
Yeah.
Very shocked.
You're almost as shocked as Halpert, who was dumbfounded that there was no foul there.
Solomon was all over him there.
Yeah, Coach Rafi Halpert can't believe it. He's given a piece of his mind, a big piece of his mind. And here's a launch. Oh, that looked pretty close there. Bleckner coming over to the crowd to talk to, I assume it's his dad or somebody. And Bleckner is hot going into the into the locker room there, Doug. A couple of calls didn't go the way of SAR, but overall, these refs are letting them play, and we have a excellent and exciting three-point game at halftime.
The one thing you don't want to see as a coach is a player getting hot either at a ref, at the coach, at another teammate. It's a three-point game, and even after the 8-0 run that we keep speaking about, it's only a three-point game. So you got to just calm down and let's go for the second half.
Yeah, the first two quarters, DRS scored 13 apiece in the quarters for 26.
They're going to the
SAR only scored 6.
And you know what? It's a half we'll take. After the first few minutes, it's not the half we wanted just because of the start we got off to. But we know it's going to be a battle. Even last year, we went up 20 in the first half. They cut it down to 12, I think, going into the half, and they tied it up. So we're ready for a battle. We know what SAR could do. We know they're going to score their baskets. We didn't know what Evan Goldberg, what the deal would be there, but we like where we're at. It's a championship game. It's all about just staying calm, trusting your players, trusting your teammates, and just putting it all out on the floor. So we're going to give it our all. We got a 3-point lead. I like where we're at.
All right, Coach Moshe Cohen at DRS, thank you. Send it back to you guys in the booth.
Great job, Yosef Silver getting the coach at halftime. Not easy to do. Not easy for a coach. You're a coach. Not easy for a coach to agree to stop before halftime in a championship game to give the media. But that's Yosef Silver, man. That's his dad broadcast the first ever Max Live game. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Dad, Eddie Silver, the first ever Max Live game. So Yosef's going to command that respect. W, what do you're the coach of each team. What are you saying at halftime?
If I'm DRS, I'm keeping up the intensity that I saw in the last 2 minutes of the game. If I'm Coach Moko, I'm telling them that the intensity that I saw those last 2 minutes, 50-50s, active hands, no second chance points. Keep up that intensity. Get on the floor. If I'm SAR, continue to move the ball on the offensive end. Make sure we rebound. No second chance points. Let's get good sets. Let's get good shots. Relax. Let's stay together as a team. Let's not argue. And I think it'll be a good second half.
I think so, too. The leading scorer is Gaby Spodak, 14 points, leading all scorers by far. Alicia Saidi's got 5. Shoham Gabay has 5. And then 2 apiece for Bennett and Solomon. For the SAR Sting, Ari Halpert has 8, including the first 6 for them in the first quarter. Manu Webke scored 7 in a row for them. That's his 7. Jonah Bleckner with 5, and Avery Simon with 3. Webke's the reason this team is even in the game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been a force and continued to ride. I like what they do with that high pick and roll with Webke. They flare him out off of Ari coming off the left. They defended it well the second time, but I thought Manu had his shot. I think he hesitated just a bit, and shooters, as Norman, you can't hesitate as a shooter.
You can't hesitate, but he had the opportunity to give a little pump and drive by. Solomon was the one closing him out there, and I think he's got the speed advantage over him. If he's going to jump on that, because he had to, because he hit the 3 previously, I think he may have a step on him if he thinks about going to the basket there. It's just so impressive what he can do. We've seen it all in just his 3 makes.
Yeah. Again, Rafi's talking to them inside. SAR's missed some open shots, and it's only a 3-point game.
Yeah.
They allowed them. They took over the lead, and they allowed him to out hustle the last 2 minutes of the game. So you can't allow. You got to come out and you almost want to say, you don't want to say you want to match the intensity of the other team. You want the other team to match your intensity. You don't want to match their intensity. And DRS had more intensity in the last 2 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, it was really the last 2 minutes. That Yitz Bennett defense over there, the strip over there, they just seem to be everywhere, and they feed off it. You can tell the players after they get the calls, after they get the steals, they're just clapping, they're pumping each other up.
Yep.
They're looking to do something that hasn't been done in recent history. Moshe Cohen looking for back-to-back titles. He's 16 minutes away, but he only leads by 3, so it's going to be a tough, tough road. Bleckner seems to have calmed down coming out of the locker room.
Yeah. I don't know what he was so hot about. Something maybe you don't want to get hot at your teammates here. You don't want to get hot at the coach or the other team. You want to stay focused. It's a long game.
I think it was the non-call when Halpert hit the deck right by the signature over there. I think when Halpert hit the deck and didn't get the foul call with a couple of seconds left, I think that's what caused it. We're going to break before the second half for just a moment on the Max Live. For Dubby Foreman and Norman Jamal, we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we are back live. Norman Jamal and Dubby Foreman. Let's kick it down to Yosef Silver, who's going to be with Coach Rafi Halpert on the court at halftime. Yosef, take it away.
1 second as he goes over to make some adjustments to his players. I'm sure you guys are talking about it in the booth. It was a great half both ways, back and forth. DRS came out, struck first. SAR really responded. Love to hear, we heard Coach Cohen's thoughts. Actually, we're going to talk to assistant coach Jack Terrell. Jack, you guys struggled in the beginning of the game, kind of letting DRS get out to a hot start. You guys are able to adjust. How are you able to make those adjustments to right the ship?
I mean, it's a championship game. Everybody's very nervous. You got to know that coming in, that this is the biggest game. DRS did this last year. So I think the guys are a little bit more seasoned for this moment. So, we just had to come in and make adjustments. It's a game of runs, and that's how it's going to go. These are two very evenly matched teams, as you can see. So it's all about execution. Both teams have a game plan. So whoever can do it better will win. That's the name of the game.
All right, and Jack, obviously it's a 3-point game. What's it going to take for you guys to get it done?
Boxing out, getting loose balls. Boxing out, getting loose balls. They got a lot. We got to stop that.
All right, that's assistant coach for SAR, Jack Terrell. Back to you guys in the booth.
Dubby, no surprise, boxing out and getting loose balls. That's the key that assistant coach Jack Terrell just pointed out.
That's what coaches love, right?
It's a championship game. You got to give up your body right now, the way we saw Spodek do on the loose ball at the end of the half.
That just spurs on the team, the fans, the energy. Everything feeds off of that.
Okay, the coaches getting their final thoughts in right before the second half. 1 half of basketball to remain in this entire season. Dubby spoke about how long it is these days. used to start in September. Now some of the schools are starting in April for the next season.
Right after this game, you're going to have both coaches in the gym with tryouts or something.
Exactly.
Or running a spring program. It's amazing.
Some of them go through the summer even. And Dubby, someone just gave you a lollipop in the booth. Dubby Foreman knows every person in this gym. I've never seen anything like it.
MYHSAL.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And I had the pleasure, me and Ronald Roland Towell, of meeting your brother on a flight from Israel 2-3 weeks ago.
Good stuff.
Amazing. Such a small world. We sit next to the guy, and he tells us he's Dubby Foreman's brother. That was Ari Foreman.
Yes, that was good stuff.
Yes.
You see, I like to see what DRS comes out in here. They've been switching between the matchup and man-to-man. I would expect them to be in a matchup zone.
Which team will press first, if any?
The team that's behind.
Avery Simon will inbound it. He's got Blechner acting as the point right now. Halper kicking off, gets the ball in the wing, right in front of his dad on the bench.
So they're
Halper
in a matchup.
dribbling in, the penetration, nice pass across. Oh, it's stripped away again by Yitz Bennett. Bennett overthrows Spodek. Spodek chases it down. Spodek to his left. Got Webke off his feet, and Spodek made him pay.
Great hesitation move. Killer off the first possession. You want to set the tone on your first possession, but a turnover. Excellent job by DRS.
Yeah, Weiss couldn't handle the ball, and then Yitz Bennett, he's just so strong. He strips the ball so easy. Here's Weiss again to Halper. Halper, the shimmy, the pull-up, the delay pull-up, off the mark, off the backboard, and then he commits a foolish foul that's not called. Spodek to Bennett, and it's good.
Quick timeout. Excellent job by Halper. Excellent timeout. I was thinking as he's in midair hitting the layup, I'm like, quick timeout here.
Yeah, and deja vu to how this game started. The DRS gets out to quick starts.
By the way, it's 4 points and it's only a 7-point lead, but just the moment, you could feel the momentum swing a little bit, and you gotta stem the tide. You gotta reel them back in a little bit, get them to run more sets. You can't have that momentum shift so easily and so quickly.
Yeah, Weiss the turnover, then Halper tried doing that pull-up jumper that we saw earlier in the game, but the defense is so good he almost had to shoot it on its way down.
Right.
And then he bricked it off the backboard.
Ari's, his strength is not his outside shooting. That's not to say he can't knock it down, but his strength is in the open floor. His strength is off the dribble jump shots, not where you're going to, take a set three-pointer or something like that. So you want to get a couple bit better looks off your offensive sets.
I want to see Webke get a little bit more involved. He was such a force for them. Here he is, Webke with the ball. Pulls up tons of traffic. My goodness. This kid is awesome.
That is a big league move.
Oh, my God. There's 3 DRS defenders on him when that ball leaves his hands. Here's Saidi with his left. The junior into traffic, and he hits the shot. Alicia Saidi got 7 points. SAR.
Sorry, SAR looking a little frustrated on the defensive end. Almost like, what are we going to do? What can we do better? Nothing. Just keep playing hard.
Blechner on the wing out to Halper. Playing cash. They were looking for Avery Simon for a minute. He provides the pick. Here's Blechner. Thought about the shot. Dribbles in. Beautiful jumper by Jonah Blechner.
Nice set.
He's got 7 points. Yeah, it was. Good little movement. Spodek being guarded by Halper. Good D.
SAR needs his defensive stop here. It's been one possession after the other in baskets from DRS. So big time stop here on the defensive end.
The pick by Bennett. Avery Simon now guarding Spodek. Nice pass to Solomon in front of Webke. Just when you forget about him, he does something.
That's just falling asleep and good offensive cuts.
They're always cutting this team. There's always somebody. It's like a conveyor belt that just keeps going around and around. Ball is stripped. Weiss another turnover. Bennett all alone. Misses the layup.
Bennett, great job on the defensive side. Avery Simon, good job on the chase down. You got to hit that layup though.
I mean, that was as open of a layup as you're going to see here. Avery, yeah, good job closing it out, but Bennett had nobody between him and the basket on a layup.
Yeah, but you know what I like? I like he's smiling about it because I think he understands he's gotten 3 or 4 turnovers off his active hands, and he'll make it next time.
Yeah, that's true. He's been so good on defense all day. All day long, driving them crazy. Nice pass, no good. Goes deflected off. Nice cut. SAR trying to almost mimic what you see DRS do with those sharp cuts.
Yeah, DRS knew what was coming there.
Okay, inbound. Here's Halper. Nice swing. Webke from the corner. Bounced a few times, and Bennett gets the rebound, and he's fouled by Simon. Simon frustrated. A lot of frustration coming from SAR.
Yes, and that's something you can't have because it's just such a long game. It's only 3 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah. And Bennett had position on that rebound, and Simon wouldn't let it go. Like, the ref is going to let it go if it's just a ticky-tacky slap after the rebound. But if you're going to keep riding him, he's got to call it.
Right.
Spodak crossing half court.
So SAR back into a 2-3.
7-point lead here. Saidi, short, tips it out of bounds. Moshe telling Saidi something. I'm assuming it's keep shooting. You don't want to take the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, he's a great shooter. I think he was saying that's the third line. That was from NBA range.
Right, the third line is the one 12 inches in front where you shot the ball from.
Right. Okay, so first stop by SAR.
Yeah, on a missed three that goes out of bounds. Halper, behind his back pass, picked off by Solomon. Halper wanted the foul again. And a foul on the ground, no basket. Good call by the ref, keeping that on the ground.
And the reason why the ref has to call that foul, he doesn't want to, is because Spodak's about to walk off the push. So if he doesn't call that, it's going to be a travel. So you're forcing the ref into it when you don't need to.
Okay, high pop pass. Halper tried to get it from Bennett. Bennett muscles it away. Saidi underneath the scoop, misses the layup. Loose ball again, kick ball. Solomon picks it up. Spodak to the corner. Saidi for three, no good. Look at Halper jump for that rebound. Behind his back, here's Bleckner, open for a long three, no good. Rebound, Saidi stripped away, loose ball. Everyone on the ground. Solomon picks it up, and here's Spodak on a 1-on-4, 2-on-4. He'll wait. Spodak left alone for a brief second, and then Bennett, just when you thought he's going to pull out and wait, bam, the pass to Bennett for the layup.
And DRS just more hustle right now on the 50-50s.
You're right. That was a clear 50-50 right there. Long three. Oh, that's a beautiful shot by Max Weiss.
That's a big one for two reasons. Besides the fact that it cuts it from 9 to 6, that's a big one for Max Weiss, who was just held scoreless and almost had a little bit of a sulking look. Maybe that peps him up a little bit.
Yeah, that should pep anybody up. A beautiful three-pointer from way deep. And like you said, we now have a 6-point game. Saidi, the nice pump, the drive. He created that open layup by hitting so many deep shots all season long.
Not a good closeout there on the defensive end. Not a good closeout at all.
9 points for the junior.
DRS almost having their way at will on the offensive end. It just doesn't look like SAR can get a stop.
Weiss gives it to Bleckner. Bleckner. Oh, nice down low pass. Kicks it out. Thought about it. The penetration. And Bleckner not able to complete it. And look at Solomon speaking to Spodak as they dribble the ball up. Bennett, meanwhile, wants the ball. Sorry to break up the little meeting that they were having. And Bennett explodes for the easy layup. Bennett, a couple of layups in a row. You mentioned it, Dovey. He was smiling when he missed that wide open one. He didn't let it get to him.
He clearly feels he could take that guy off the dribble, whoever's taking him. I think it was Webke at that point. He was demanding the ball almost as if he could have his way. Bennett seeing something that and reacting to it, demanding the ball appropriately and getting it and completing the layup. So nice job by DRS.
W, we have come to the biggest lead of the day by DRS. Besides for 8-0, it was always 8 or less since then. Now it's exploded to 10 points. There's still 10 and a half minutes remaining. But SAR has got to start stopping DRS every time. It seems they scored like 6-7 times in a row just now.
Yeah, it seems super obvious to say, but on the defensive end, you have to start getting stops on the defensive end. You can't trade buckets anymore, and SAR wasn't even trading buckets, but now it's a 10-point lead. So you have to push the envelope a little bit if you're SAR. Maybe that means now pressing. Maybe that means taking a couple more tries in the passing lane, play the passing lane on the defensive end, something. But you got to start getting stops. If you're DRS, 10-point lead, do not take your foot off the pedal. We see coaches do it all the time. We see players do it all the time. They slow it down. Do not. This is when you want to almost put your foot on the proverbial neck of the opponent. We talk about that. You don't want to slow it down.
14-7 in this third quarter. Advantage DRS. They led by 3 at the half. Here's Webke. Picks up his dribble. Halpert, the drive, the two-handed pass. Tipped away by Elisa Saidi.
Great job by Saidi recognizing the driving kick for the corner, and you see he came down. So they have really good responsibilities and understanding in their matchup zone.
Off the inbound pass back rim, no good by Max Weiss. Oh, look at Yitz Bennett running the court. What a lob pass by Spodek to Bennett. Bennett with 10 points, 8 of them in this third quarter.
All right, Spodek, nice pass, bad foul, and he to his credit, he recognized it right away. He said, "My bad, my bad." You can't, you're 30 feet away from the basket.
With all the momentum on your side, Halpert a highlight reel layup. We're seeing some great athleticism right now. Ball is kicked away. It'll stay with DRS. Bennett has been running the court. He seems to get from one basket to the other in 4 steps.
And that's what I like what DRS is doing. Even after that basket by Halpert, that NBA highlight reel, DRS is right back in, pushing the ball up the floor. They're not slowing it down, which is the smart move.
42-32, 10-point lead, DRS. Bennett, the star of this third quarter so far. 8 of his 10 points in this frame.
Nice hesitation.
Nice drive, Saidi. Saidi gets so much attention for his jump shooting. Look at Bennett fighting for that ball. Webke retrieves it. 10-point game. Here's a 3. This is a big shot and it's short. Rebound goes to Saidi. Max Weiss could have cut it down to 7 there. Fastball gets deflected and it'll stay with DRS.
Totally agree. I like the shot by Max Weiss. Just couldn't convert, but that was a big opportunity for SAR.
Okay, inbound is going to be Gabe, Shoham Gabe, to Saidi, who catches it over his head and takes the fadeaway 3. I cannot believe how high Halpert can get on a rebound. It's taken away by Saidi from behind. Passes it to Spodek, and DRS, the hustle, the court awareness. Saidi just pickpocketed him. I don't think Halpert knew he was there. And then he had the wherewithal to pass it ahead to Spodek, who's just running like a freight train.
I mean, we keep talking about it. They're just their defensive awareness, their defensive intensity. They don't stop, and the guy gets by you. They're still they're continuing to pressure and tip the ball, and that's coaching. That is coaching. If someone gets by you, you sprint and you try to tip it out.
Amir Peretz getting ready to check into the game for the DRS Wildcats. Moshe did get more people than he usually does into this game. Earlier in the first quarter, I noticed he had some guys deeper on his bench in the game.
I love this sub, Norman, and I'll tell you why. It's 40 seconds left, so you're going to get a sub here for probably, 2 of your starters who you want in the fourth quarter. Spodek is 1, and Solomon the other. 2 of your hustle and your all hustle defenders, and you're going to need them in the fourth quarter. And then not only do you get the 40 seconds of basketball time, you get the 3 or 4 minutes of real time, 4 or 5 minutes of real time between quarters. So an excellent substitution.
And only with a double-digit lead do you really have the luxury to say, I want that 3 minutes instead of just a minute and a half or 2 minutes.
40 seconds left. SAR has to keep this under double digits. It's right now double digits. It's their responsibility now to make sure that this is not a double-digit lead. Hard to say with a 30-second shot clock and 40 seconds on the clock. But that's SAR's job right now.
So you're calling for a stop and a bucket by SAR to end this third quarter. Saidi penetrates the jumper, back rim, and they will have 23 seconds left to figure out how to get what Dovid called for, which is a bucket on this possession. It's Blechner to Halper, 15 seconds remaining, 10-point game at the end of the third. Halper kicks it out, here's a three, no good, fight for the rebound. Bennett again comes away with it, still 4 seconds, the bounce pass, and it is Amir Peretz off the bench to get the bucket.
5-point swing.
Even the bench player who you brought in to give your starter a rest comes in with the layup.
5-point swing, and you can see the ref was letting him go there because he was hounding him on the side over here before he outletted the ball for the layup. But you had Max Weiss open for a three, just couldn't connect, had a chance to cut it from 10 to 7, missed it, okay. Transition defense, now you go from 10 to 12. So had a chance to cut it to 7, now it's a 12-point lead.
Yeah, 46-34, a 20-point quarter for DRS, 8 of them by Bennett, 4 apiece by Spodek, Saidi, 2 apiece by Solomon, and then Peretz at the end. Only 11 for SAR, so the first and third quarters for SAR, 6 points and 11 points.
Spodek really did a nice job controlling the offense there, and Naftali, his father, sorry about that. Yitz Bennett had an outstanding quarter. You said 8 points, really was just both on the offensive end, attacking the basket, and also on the defensive end, both in rebounding and also with your deflections and your steals.
And that pass to Peretz,
yeah.
Yitz Bennett looked up at half court to see how much time he had. He saw, I still have 3.5, 4 seconds. I'm going to make this bounce pass. Instead of just launching it or taking it myself, he had the wherewithal to look up, and DRS is 12 points up, 8 minutes away from a back-to-back title, something we have not seen.
Your SAR here, it is so cliche, Norman, but
Yeah.
it's literally possession by possession. Defensive stop after stop, one possession at a time. There's no 12-pointers in basketball.
Right.
There's no 15-pointers in basketball. Get a stop, convert on the offensive end. Get a stop, convert on the offensive end. Possession by possession, extend the game.
The possessions move so fast with these athletes that you do have time. You just got to take advantage when you have the ball. And you can't let Yitz Bennett just hit layup after layup after layup. Here he is, Bennett driving in, deflected away. And finally, Bennett is denied an easy layup.
Nice spacing there. Avery Simon was ready to take the charge. Probably should have stepped up a little bit so Yitz saw it, was able to navigate his body around it, but that's why he came up short on the finger roll.
Look for a...
some condensation on the floor or something.
Okay. The ref taking his time.
Something.
The slow walk to half court. Wants everyone to know he's doing that. Good job by the referee. Underneath, let's see if we have a couple of picks and cuts here on the inbound, or if they just launch it to the three-point area. They do. They just launch it out. Oh, wow. Tough bounce pass. Spodek recovers it. Bennett made that bounce pass with all his strength.
Good reset by DRS here.
Spodek with his left hand, crossover behind his back. Pass down low to Bennett. Bennett driving in, muscling in with the shoulder. Yitz Bennett cannot be denied. What a game he is having.
Yitz Bennett recognizing what he believes and has proven to be correct, the mismatch on the defensive end and just attacking the basket with pure gusto.
It's like an old school style of play. It reminds me of the Knicks in the 90s. Webke misses the three, rebound, then the pass, Alpert, and one! What a pass by Avery Simon. I thought he was gonna go up with it. Dishes it off to Halpert for the potential three-point play.
SAR getting open looks, just not converting, but big offensive rebound, big opportunity for three-point play. I would assume here, but I could be wrong, I could assume that off a free throw made here, they're going to press.
Yeah, they should.
Or
they should
extend the defense a little bit.
7 minutes and 5 seconds remain. 12-point game. It's still right there. Halpert misses the free throw, though. And it's going to go to SAR. A break for SAR of the missed free throw.
Big break, so let's see what SAR could do here.
Avery Simon going to inbound, and he had that great pass. Actually, no, they're going to go to Max Weiss. Simon, Blechner, Halpert, Webke. Around the wing along with Max Weiss. Weiss in the corner. Okay, takes the pick, does Halpert, gives the pass. two shots for Avery Simon. Good give and go.
Nicely done off the zone screen on the top. A nice roll, a little bit late on the rotation. So what SAR did a nice job there is they have the guy in the corner which extends the forward out, which allows for the high screen and roll to have a little bit more space on the roll. So the guy who's responsible for the corner shot and has to respect that in the matchup zone has a much longer recovery. Free throws, Norman.
Yes, but the last missed one helped them. This one does not help them at all. The first end of a two-shot trip to the line. Call it the charity stripe, but SAR refusing to take the charity. Okay, you get that one to roll in.
Okay, SAR extends a D.
11 points, good call by Dovid on that. Spodak loses it, gets bailed out. Saidi is wide open for three, misses it. Missed rebound, and DRS gets another chance, and Shoham Gabe makes them pay.
Second chance points, Norman.
Wow, what a turn of events off the miss. SAR unable to get the rebound. Here's Halper, baseline, hard off the backboard. Webke gave it a valiant effort, but rebound goes to the three Wildcats who are all over every rebound. Rebounding, defense, hustle. I mean, Moshe Cohen can't ask for more from his boys today, can he?
Nope.
They are emptying out their tanks on every play.
They're not going to go home and go, I wish I could have done a little bit more. I think you're right. They have emptied the tanks. Nathan Small checking in, number 15 on the SAR side, a junior. Pretty athletic kid as well. Let's see what he can do in here in these important minutes here. Well, still time, Norman. 6.5, 6:15 left, 14-point game. 15-point game, right? 14, excuse me.
So now Bennett being guarded by Small. We have to watch if he takes it himself and sees if he could dominate him the way he's been doing all day on any SAR defender. I mean, he's got 14 points. They're all from layup land.
Now you've almost taken zone out of this because of the lead and the time.
Bennett unable to make it full, and we'll go to SAR.
Good
SAR
set.
down 14, just under 6 minutes.
SAR one possession at a time.
Those possessions becoming more and more crucial. More and more pressure packed. Halpert to his left. Be ready to shoot, says Dovey.
Got to shoot that.
Yeah, a lot of action here. Underneath, it's good.
Nice pass.
Yeah, Avery Simon with the layup. Who's that pass by, Weiss?
Yes.
Yeah, nice pass. Saidi, don't roll himself. And that's just too easy,
That was
Dovey.
too easy.
That's too easy when you're down 14 or 12 to give up a layup like that to Alicia Saidi. Saidi now in double digits with 11 points. 14-point lead every possession, just crucial for the Sting.
SAR's got to understand the situation a little bit better on the defensive end.
Oh, Halpert jumped up with nowhere to go. Threw it to Solomon, who's going to be all alone, we think. Misses the layup. Nice closeout defense. Halpert, what an athlete. Gets there behind his back. Jumps again to Blechner. Blechner. They call a blocking foul there. What do you think of that call, Dov?
I think they got away with two travels is what I think they got away with. So difficult.
SAR will maintain possession, just under 5 minutes to go now. Here comes the inbound. Goes deep, it's a weak pass. Saidi deflects it. And Saidi.
Max Weiss didn't need to, once the guy tips the ball, he could go back court and catch it. I think it's just instinct a little bit where you try to stop yourself from going back court. He didn't need to there, but I understand the instinct. It's Bennett really just in, you know, his will and absolute athleticism in this second half here.
You know what? You were searching for the word, but you found the right one. It is his will. He
just
will not be
asserting his
denied.
will, right?
Yeah, look at this. I mean, he's acting like a point guard almost.
Really has asserted himself tremendously in the second half on both sides of the floor.
Somehow only a 12-point game, even though it seems like DRS is scoring whenever they need to.
It feels like a 30-point game, doesn't it, Norman? But yet it's a 12-point game. So SAR's just got to stay the course, just got to chip away. And we keep saying it: one possession, chip away, get a stop. It's almost like they get the score on the offensive side and then are lackadaisical a little bit. I don't want to say that. That's not fair up here. It just looks that they're not as aggressive on the defensive end, even on the pressure side, when they come back on the defensive end.
Yeah.
And they have to recognize there's 4 minutes and 40 seconds left.
The toughest one that I noticed was the Saidi layup after SAR working their butts off to finally score. They do, and then bam, on the other end, Saidi's like at the layup area in 1 split second and hitting a layup to just neutralize their score.
Yeah, what the press is going to do, not only is if you hope you get steals off it, but it's going to almost entice DRS to take quicker shots, right? Because if they break it, they look for quicker shots.
Yeah. Okay, they're looking for the give and go. Solomon finds Bennett, though, and we have the foul call. I guess SAR held back Bennett before he could.
By the way, that is a tremendous out-of-timeout play.
Yeah. You thought it's going to the first cutter, and instead it's going to the backup cutter. Advanced level play right there. Again, it's like that conveyor belt. Like one guy cutting, then another guy cutting, then a third guy cutting. It never stops with these guys.
And that's what basketball should be, the constant motion.
Yeah. Poetry in motion. Okay, pass down low. Here's Spodek. Don't forget about him. He's got 20 points now. Hitting that jumper all day from the word go. Lechner in the corner. Halpert is open up top. He pulls up, kicks it out. Long three. Back rim goes back to Halpert. A good look by Max Weiss there. He was wide open. We get another one here, fading away to the middle. He hits that one. Nice shot by Max Weiss.
Rafi calling them up. Let's see.
11 points now, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Bennett in the open court. Contact, no call there. Spodek, the rebound, goes to Shoham Gabe, and he'll go to the line for 2.
But again, what we said, it forces DRS to take a quicker shot. They miss the shot, but they get the offensive rebound. Obviously, it's a 3-on-1, it's a little easier. But the press is starting to make you take quicker shots, so sometimes it's very difficult to pull the ball out.
This DRS team, man, they are tough in every aspect of this game. Rebound, defense, communication, coaching, offense. Spodek hitting every jumper he takes all day.
Just doesn't seem like SAR is able to get that 1 or 2 consecutive, or now 3 you need, consecutive stops.
You're right.
There's been no real run on the SAR side, right? We haven't seen that 8-0, 10-0, 12-2 run.
The only thing we saw was the second quarter, them getting this into a 1-point game, a tie game, a 3-point game. Here's Webke deep.
Now you got to get up, SAR. Let's go.
Nice 3-pointer, Manu Webke. He's having some game from the field, but I don't think he's shooting enough, tell you the truth. They're not able to get him enough shots. He's barely missed all day. Here's Saidi to Bennett. And the coaches losing their mind, telling them to slow it down, and they do just that. Spodek, sometimes they lull you into a slowdown and then they cut anyway.
Yeah.
This time they actually slow down. There's so many layers to the Wildcat. 2:53 remaining now. Spodek loses it, and here comes SAR. It's only a 10-point game. Ahead to Webke, misses the layup. Rebound goes to Halpert somehow. If they're a little bit of a collision. Halpert explodes. And we have an offensive foul done?
Yep.
Offensive foul.
Mr. Solomon.
Oh, that's 2. That's 2 for him.
The intangible.
He's unbelievable.
A huge swing there again. They get the turnover. They get the layup. They miss the layup. The offensive rebound. They get it. The opportunity. Then, Solomon comes up with the huge play on the offensive foul.
Webke's been so good, but that missed layup was rough for SAR.
Yeah.
They finally had a chance on a little bit of a run, and instead DRS has Saidi take the contact and hit the shot anyway, and they get it back up to 12 instead of what should be 8. Big difference with only 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Spodek looking to pickpocket. Lechner wide open from the side, no good. Solomon and Webke fighting for the rebound, deflected by Halpert for a moment. And again, it goes to DRS, crosses that court. The trap, timeout, DRS.
Good timeout by Coach Moshe Cohen.
Yeah, he did not want to give up that turnover there. He'd rather use his timeout. From what I understand, you cannot go home with that.
Nope.
You cannot.
They don't roll over to next year either, or to Sarachek.
Wow, what a game. What action. These teams move so fast, Dovid.
The speed of the game these days from when we played.
Oh, my God. It's a different world.
Yeah.
It's a different world. That's why you see scores in the 60s and 70s, almost like the regular season games. Some of the scores you see are insane. We used to play, my coach, Joel Rishley, used to tell us, keep the opponent under 40. I don't think anybody could be kept under 40 in today's game.
No, but then also at least we got the shot clock now, so we don't have to worry about
right
holding for 1 and 4 corners.
We had that game a couple of years ago. Probably
Yeah.
brought on it forced the shot clock.
Yeah.
I know we were discussing it already, but that forced it when a team didn't take a shot the whole quarter or something ridiculous.
Okay, 12-point lead, DRS up, 2 minutes left. Now, I want to take my time on each possession. The SAR's got to come out and foul, but you really want to, milk the shot clock at this point, because you're talking about you have a limited number of possessions left in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, you could work the clock and not even worry about, not quote unquote, not even worry about actually putting the ball in the basket. You just got to work the clock a little bit at this point if you're DRS.
And Norman, remember we spoke about this before. If you foul, the shot clock resets to 30.
Yeah, you want to see that change. I agree with you. Okay, 15 on the shot clock now, but under 2 minutes on the game clock. SAR's got to play the best defense of their life right now. Unbelievable pass to Solomon. And SAR gets the ball without fouling, without giving up points. It's a 12-point game. Here's Webke, and he's fouled. Last thing you want to do if you're DRS is foul SAR.
Yeah, if you're DRS, you do not want this clock stopping for anything.
Webke hits the foul shot. He's got 13 points now. He's a really talented player.
Start needing turnovers here, or quick fouls.
Okay, let's see. You got to leave it all out now. Solomon, the inbounder. Bennett.
Some confusion
here.
here.
Bennett was not guarded on that inbound, and now Spodek gets it.
And we're just leaving this guy open.
Solomon will take the ball across half court. He loses it. Bleckner picks it off. It's a 3-on-2. And, blocked! Blocked! What a block by Shoham Gabe. He hit that huge three-pointer earlier. He just takes a layup off the board. That would have been an 8-point game, Dovid.
Every time we see like a little glimpse of something, DRS comes up with something better, right? A block, a shot, or someone on the floor. Excellent play by Shoham Gabe.
What a moment for Gabe. What a moment. I mean, that seems to be the exclamation point right there. Every time SAR looks like they're going to cut into this lead, DRS has an answer.
Sorry,
and it comes
Shoham
from
Gabe.
every which direction.
I apologize, Shoham Gabe.
Michael Solomon will check out of the game. Looks like he's catching his breath in the sideline. Michael Solomon has had these issues before where he had to hurl himself over a garbage can. He's doing it again now. But you know what? That's becoming the fans in DRS love it at this point.
That means he's winning.
Yeah. That means he's leaving it all out. It's a 10-point lead for DRS. What a well-coached squad. They are just fully ready for anything and everything. He said it over and over again. It's like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Every single aspect of the game. Can you see a weakness on this team at all?
I haven't. I just their defensive understanding and awareness is impeccable. They are able to space the floor well with great shooters. They have a great floor leader, and they have the intangibles with Solomon. So they're just well-rounded, and just, you can't say enough about Yitz Bennett today.
Yeah, Yitz Bennett was unbelievable. Gaby Spodek with the 20 points all day, so consistent. 4 in the first quarter, 8 in the second, 4 in the third, 2 more in the fourth, just throughout the day, feeding the ball to his teammates and taking that little mid-range jumper whenever he has it, amid traffic all day. Solomon at the line for 2.
Moshe Cohen correctly telling his team to get back.
Now Gabe joins the party behind the half-court line as well.
No.
Solomon missed the first.
Your DRS, no fouls, no threes.
Yeah.
No fouls, no threes. Gets pretty simple now.
Solomon does hit the second. He's got 5 points. 60 to 49.
No
We
sense
are
of urgency here with SAR.
102 remaining. Halper jumps and kicks it. Blechner, the 3, way off the mark. Webke, the rebound, unable to hit it. And Solomon will go full court pass to Shoham Gabe. Shoham doesn't know if he should pull it back or take the 2 points, but gotta just take those when they give them to you. Full court pass the other way. Webke takes the 3. He hits another one. Anu Webke, what a shot he's got. 62-52,
He's not giving up,
seconds.
right? Look at Spodak slicing through the press.
The greenhouse, the portable greenhouse. Reminds me of the Mishkan that was like the portable temple. They brought the greenhouse here. They're going nuts over there. Throwing their hats, they got balloons, they got signs.
Just a very impressive back-to-back varsity championship by the DRS Wildcats and Coach Moshe Cohen. You lose one of the best players in the league in a long time last year, and you come back and you repeat again. Just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, Joe Aaron and Zvi Saidi. Both of them graduate out, both in Israel. And Alicia Saidi and Gaby Spodak really stepping up. Yitz Bennett, Michael Solomon, this team is so good. Shoham Gabe, what a game he had. What a game. Maybe not, the leading scorer, but defense, blocks, big shots. Spodak getting the MVP chance. He does lead them with 21 points. What a calming presence he's been, and he's certainly their postseason MVP.
A well-deserved round of applause for the starters who just came out. Bennett, Spodak, Gabe, Solomon.
Hard to believe, back-to-back championships for DRS. Moshe Cohen smiling from ear to ear, hugging his players. Love to see it. Love to see it. We didn't get the overtime game that we wanted, Dovid, but you got to witness history. Seeing DRS going to repeat as champion. Someone like Michael Solomon winning back-to-back championships. Bennett, Spodak.
Just something that can never be taken away from you. Something that's, and listen, DRS earned it. They earned it tonight. That's for sure. They earned it all year.
SAR playing till the final bell as they should.
Yeah, well, any coach, any Rafi Halper coach team is going to play to the final bell.
he certainly did in his day. And we're under 10 seconds remaining.
The Halperts do it the right way.
They're going to dribble it out. And for the first time in memory, the Yeshiva League is going to have back-to-back champions at DRS. Coach Moshe Cohen and his boys defend their title here at Yeshiva University. Congratulations to that school, to that coach, to those players. Back-to-back championships.
Yeah. It's just something to, you're not going to realize, you're not going to be able to take it in for a while, but that is not an easy thing to do as a coach or as a player.
You take Joe Aaron, Zvi Zaidi off that team, but they just built a winning culture. They just built it, and they're working hard. And I saw Moshe Cohen in Hillel last game of the regular season, and he's like, we knew we were good, but we didn't expect to go 13-1 this year. But they did, and then they win their playoff games, tight playoff games. A 3-point win against Ramaz to get here. They were trailing in the fourth quarter against Hillel to get here. They get here, and then they just play a flawless basketball game.
I do want to give a lot of credit to the SAR Sting. I mean,
Sure.
just a little undermanned today with some injuries, but Rafi is a tremendous coach, runs a tremendous program. They have a great team, and they fought hard all season long, and they fought hard all game today. Just a great job by them. But listen, DRS showed why they are champions, and they showed why they're back-to-back champions.
Yeah, for SAR, it's like a microcosm of their season. Every game they seem to have been shorthanded, one guy or another, whether it was Halpert or someone else. Today it was Goldberg, and you just hate to see injury play a part, but that's life, that's sports. Manu Webke leads them with 17 points. Ari Halpert with 14. Max Weiss with 8. 6 for Avery Simon, 7 for Jonah Blechner.
He's got a, what's it called? He's got to, you know, if Manu Webke, you're talking about a sophomore, he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Wow, a sophomore. He was their leading scorer at YU, and he's a sophomore. Let's see who Seth awards the MVP to. I have my thoughts.
Yeah, let's keep our thoughts to ourselves.
Got you. Dubby's such a professional.
Because then when we're wrong, we'll just say we were right.
Right, that's what I was thinking about the whole time. Go over the SAR, DRS scoring. Gaby Spodek, 21. 13 for Saidi, 12 apiece for Bennett and Gabay. Michael Solomon, 5. Amir Peretz, 2 at the end of the third quarter.
What else? What else is Michael Solomon's line? 5 points. 12 rebounds, 5 blocks, 17 dives on the floor.
Yeah. 2 offensive charges. Wow, what a scene. What a scene with the trophy in the air. They're going nuts.
DRS fans travel well.
Yeah, they do. They do. When they weren't here 20 minutes before the game, I'm like, where are these guys? I was worried.
Did they announce it yet or no?
Not yet. I didn't see it. Oh, they keep just jumping up with that trophy like a bride and groom at a wedding. The chair just keeps lifting up. It's the trophy in the air. Waiting for the MVP announcement. Another person with a great line is going to be Bennett. Not just the 12 points, the 12 points, but how many rebounds did he have? How many steals did he have? A couple of blocks to boot. Wow, back-to-back championships, same school, same coach.
Really, DRS never let them get really close, right? I mean, they did take the lead at one point,
yeah,
and then right away, boom.
They opened up the third quarter so beautifully. They scored those 4 points in a split second.
And it was over.
And then they just kept going. And W, you said it every time SAR did anything, DRS had the answer.
They had the answer. And it was, you said, okay, they're going to hit a 3. Okay, they make a stop here. DRS had the answer again.
Such a well-prepared team that were ready for this moment. So many of them played in this game last year. That's got to go a long way.
Yes, absolutely.
Saidi holding the trophy now. He did not play in this game last year, though. They're just handing it around to all the bench players now.
Kind of like everyone touching Lord Stanley, huh?
Yeah. And you know what? Don't discount those bench players, because someone's got to guard these guys at practice. And you got to make them work at practice, otherwise they won't be ready for the games.
I'm just so impressed with DRS's with their defensive responsibility and understanding. They know. We talked about, we spoke about during the game, when someone drove and there was a corner pitch to make.
Yeah.
Someone dropped down beautifully. I mean, they really had a really good understanding of how to play it. It's clearly drilled, it's clearly practiced over and over, and they clearly implemented it well. So kudos to the coach, but kudos to the players to implement it.
Yeah, it almost became like automatic for them, like that weak side guard, you want to call it, just dropping down, like automatically, like he knows to gravitate over there. That's just from rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Over and over again. I didn't hear an announcement on who the MVP is. We'll find out shortly.
Maybe they're all deliberating somewhere.
The elders waiting to announce who the MVP is. The 88 elders. Let's see. Moshe Cohen is fist in the air.
There you go, Gaby Spodek.
I told you.
That's
who I thought should be the MVP. It's the right choice. As good as Bennett played, as good as Solomon played, Spodek to me was the most valuable player today.
I agree. because as the general of the floor leader, the general, you have such a responsibility, not just to yourself, but to the entire team. So not only are you scoring, but you're controlling the offense, you're controlling the flow, you're doing all those things. That's super important.
I saw the Hillel game up close and personal, and Spodek won that game for them in the fourth quarter. They entered the fourth quarter in the first, I guess the second round because they got the bye. Second round of the playoffs. They entered the fourth quarter down 4. Spodek took over that game. From what I understand, the Ramaz game, he contributed greatly as well, and now in this game, he's the MVP. He's almost the MVP of the entire postseason. I'd love to get him up here if we can, Dovid.
Yeah.
Love to talk to Moshe as well.
Well, Moshe was talking about it pregame with us. He was talking about how I was talking about Sahidi shooting. I was talking about Yitz Bennett. And he was saying Gaby Spodek is our right now is our leader. He's scoring points. He's doing everything for us, and he was right.
It showed. What a performance. What a team performance. What a team performance. This team is tough to defend. Tough to beat, as they showed. 13-1 in the regular season, 3-0 in the postseason. I'm not a math major, I don't claim to be, but that's 16 out of 17 Yeshiva League games going the way of DRS. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Great season, Norman. Great season for DRS. Another, on a personal level, just an absolute joy to be here with you.
Great. I was worried about you. You weren't here for the JV game. I said, what are you talking about?
Got to run
Where's
the middle
Dovid?
school championship. This is where all these stars are born, in the middle school championship.
Absolutely. When you see some of the names that you see in the middle school, then you blink 2-3 years later, they're playing in JV and varsity. It's great to see. That's where they're bred. So Dovid running the farm system. And Seth just, here he is, the MVP. Get over here. Give him that headset over there. I hope it's not muted. Gaby. Here he is. Gaby Spodek. Sit right here. The most valuable player, Gaby. All postseason you've been doing it. What happened to you after the regular season ended that you just started to explode and carry this team on your back all postseason?
Well, I first want to say I was definitely not on my back. We've had so much help. Everyone stepped up big time. And yeah! There's been so much support. But yeah, individual for me, myself, a lot of times people told me I don't shoot enough, like they know I can do off the court. And they kept on telling me, and I'm like, you know what? Like they must be right. Like they must know something that I don't.
Right.
My father, my friends, everyone, my teammates, everyone told me that I just gotta look to score more and look to penetrate more, and I listened to them. And we cannot take away from my awesome teammates. They help me so much. Anytime I make a bad play, they're always there for me. They step on me in big moments. They get buckets. They get great everything. Just our team is. I love my team.
Let me ask you this, because from the word go, from the first moment you guys went on that 8-0 lead, you seem to have been hitting that 10-foot jumper. Did you feel it from warm-ups? When did you know you were going to have a night?
I felt pretty good in warm-ups, but I don't know. I guess they gave it to me, so I took it. And more came to me. Coach Moko always says, let the game come to you.
Right.
Don't look to do yourself, but it will come to you. We have 5 guys at all times that could play, and you got to just hit the next guy, and we trust each other. And I happened to be the guy that got the midi, but we had all 5 of us could have been that one.
Well, you know what Dovid was pointing out is that not only did you score, but then when Bennett had his moment in the third quarter, you were feeding Bennett. And then when Saidi was feeling it, you were feeding him. Whoever was feeling it at that moment, you're also the court general. You're not just the scorer. So, wow, what a performance.
Thank you so much.
Take me through that. You get off to the 8-0 lead, right? And then SAR starts chipping away. Next thing you know, we go into the half. You're down a couple. Take me. What's going on in the locker room? What's the spirit of the team? What's Coach Moko telling you guys?
So when they started getting in their little run, I felt that it was more. Obviously, they were playing well, but I think it was more like we were beating ourselves a little bit. We were a step slow in defense, and we had to just take it easy. Like there are times where when they get off to a little run, we get in our heads, and it's tough. And that's what kind of happened for a little spurt. But then Moko in the locker room told us to cool down, play our game. We have them. We got to just And that's how we open up the second half with gritty defense, dogs, diving on the floor, and I think that's what grilled us and got us back in this game.
Yeah, we spoke about it. You guys were literally 50-50. You guys were winning every 50-50. Every
Including
second
him,
chance
yeah.
point. On the floor, everything. Loose ball, deflections, everything. So congratulations and
Thank you so
kudos
much.
to you guys.
What a team game. I love basketball because it's a quintessential team game. And today you saw Bennett, you saw Solomon, you saw Saidi, you saw the MVP.
Yeah,
Traurig.
shout out to Coach
You saw-
Mocha, yeah!
Unbelievable. Again, you saw Gabe with the block, the big three. Here he is
Oh my
now. We
God.
have Coach Moshe Cohen in the booth.
Coach.
Get him up here. Wow. This has to be a
Thank you guys.
Moshe, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, that's got to be a coach's dream. You guys performed at every level of this basketball game.
That was a fun game,
Defense, offense, hustle, rebounds, helping, staying under control. Every aspect of basketball, you guys nailed it today.
It's amazing. It was awesome. It was a little bit of everything, but that's what it's been like all season. I feel like every game has just been this. We've been getting off to good starts. We knew they'd come back, and it's going to be, tough ball the rest of the way. I believe in our defense. The guys in the end of the day just have to buckle down and play our game. We let it get a little out of control there in the second quarter and let the, intensity of the game environment get to us a little, but just amazing, so special.
We spoke about it a bunch of times. I mean, just the defensive responsibility and awareness that they have in the matchup, and even in the man-to-man that you guys threw out a couple times. Just Moshe, you guys, and every time, every loose ball, every 50-50 they won, they were on the floor. I mean, you are drilling that every practice, but forget about you drilling it, they're executing it. So
yeah, it's a long season. This group, I didn't know what we'd have this year. Okay, I'll come right back.
He's coming right back. Okay, we got to talk to him about some of the role players also. So he's going to go take a picture. I would like to think the picture would wait a minute for the interview, but I guess the interview will wait a minute for the picture. He said at halftime he remembered from last year that TABC, they were leading by so much, and then they came roaring back. Just now he said, they're going to come back. You're not just going to run away with a championship game the entire time.
correct.
So
yeah. They're going to run. Basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah.
But for the most part, SAR had one run in them at this point and that's not a knock on SAR. That's a credit to DRS and their intensity and their ability to stay within themselves and stay within their system and what they teach and what they practice.
he makes his boys run the suicide so many times during the season. Now he's going to have to come back up the bleachers to get back into the booth. Being, signing a couple of autographs, doing his thing right now, but here he comes back up. Okay, you make your boys run all year. You could run up and down a couple of times, a little bit of payback.
I told Seth I could get used to doing this every year, Maybe next year see you guys again. I told you when we played Hillel,
Yeah.
I'm going to see you in a couple months.
By the way, you don't win championships every year. It's not. Don't get used to it.
Moshe, we don't remember the last time a school won back-to-back championships. We have to look it up.
So I could tell you, I'm
Yeah.
on top of these things.
Yeah.
So I won as a 10th grader after 02. It was the second of back-to-back. There was only 4 or 5 guys on that team that won back-to-back, different coaches.
Wow.
The last coach to do it, I believe, is 94, 95 Frisch.
Oh, my God. That's ancient history
Going way
already.
back, way back. So, for me, look, I love winning. It's more for the kids, more for the guys. They work so hard for this. But I look up to all these coaches like Dovid, like Ike, like Joey Honig, who's a father to me, so close with. And to just, be in the same conversation as them and to come and win a little and put my name, put our DRS up there. It's just a blessing.
Well, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know what you put into this because you and I speak, about games. We talk about wins. We talk about losses. So I know what goes into it, and I know what you put into this. So it's got to be extremely gratifying. I can't be more proud of you.
Thank you, Dovey.
What
Thank
a
you.
program you've built. I'm not as day-to-day involved as Dovey might be, but just to see the program you built from afar, it is so impressive to lose Joe Aaron, to lose Saidi the Elder, and then just come back and win a championship anyway. That's breeding a winning culture right there. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, we're trying to take a page out of the Magan book.
Yeah.
I respect those guys so much, and just trying to build that culture. The Five Towns culture is always going to be a little different. These guys are a little more playful, a little less intense at certain points. but they put it together, and you just have to have that balance. You know, with this team, there were times that I just had to let them play. They had such good chemistry, and they just need to be loose at times. And the tighter they get, the more off they were. So
they're such a friendly bunch. You talk to Yitz Bennett. The guy's a monster on the court. You see his biceps. You see the veins in his arms when he's stripping the ball away from the other team. And then you talk to him before or after a game, and he's like a big teddy bear almost.
Big privilege to coach this team. All just great guys. It's been a fun ride, and it's just an incredible year. We got Sarachek. I'm not gonna put it out there again like Eula and all that. We got knocked out hard last year, but we got this, and now we move forward. We're ready. See if we can end a special season.
What contributions you got from Shoham Gabe? That block shot was the exclamation point to me. What a block he had. Ends up with 12 points, 5 from the foul line.
Yeah.
This guy Yitz Bennett. That third quarter was unbelievable. 8 points, all driving, all near the hoop. Michael Solomon always doing something. Saidi with 13. Spodek with 21. It's just an answer. Everything SAR could do, you just had the answer. Me and W were beating it to death. But
every time SAR had something, whether it be a DRS had an answer. Whatever it was, a quick three, you had an answer. You had defensive stop.
And a good basket to the hoop, you know, not forcing. Yeah. Very impressive. Just they're a great team.
In the third or fourth quarter, I forget what. Maybe the fourth quarter, you had like 8 consecutive baskets made. There was SAR couldn't get a stop.
We came on strong in the third, and we wanted that. We wanted to build a little bit of a lead, kind of get that going. Just a little more comfort there, a little more space. But these games are just so intense, and it's just every possession is just.
You'll watch it back and you'll see the flaws, but. From up here, a third party, that's about as good of a championship game as I've ever seen.
I appreciate it.
I'm serious. From the coaching down to the execution, there's very little to complain about. I think even you, when you watch it back, there's very little to complain about. What a well-prepared and responsive team. And here we go.
Let's go. It's even cooler the second time.
Oh, man, I forgot last year. Oh, man.
Okay, so no Gatorade fountain.
It's awesome. And I've been telling Shoham all season, going into the playoffs, you're going to have a game.
Not sure Max Live is going to be very happy with that.
But I knew this one was I knew it was coming. So I'm so happy for him, so happy for these seniors, and it's just awesome.
Well, we're happy for you. You did great. You've given so much joy to the kids on your team. You remember this forever, and they'll remember it back-to-back forever. Moshe Cohen remains champion. Not champion again. Remains, defends the title. With his boys from DRS. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Great job.
Dovey, thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Dovey, that's a very happy man.
Norman, to end this on a note, it's a pleasure working with you.
Always,
it's an honor working with the Max Live crew. It's an honor working for the Yeshiva League. I love this. I love working with you.
I said at the top of the broadcast, Dov, there's nothing like Yeshiva basketball.
No.
Yes, it's a long season, but the careers are so short. You come and go in a matter of 4 years, mostly 2 years on varsity, 2 years on JV. You got to execute when you can. Some of these guys won it both times. They won it their junior year. They won it their senior year. Hard to really believe. And the pleasure really is all mine working with you, Dovey. Great job as always. You bring so much knowledge to the game. It's wild. You know what every coach is going to do before they do it. It's really great to see how you see basketball on a different level. So great job by you. Thank you, Seth, for giving us the opportunity to do this year in and year out. It's an absolute privilege and another unbelievable season, the MYHSAL Yeshiva Basketball League. For Dovey Foreman and all of Max Live, I'm Norman Jamal signing off. DRS champions again.